Hi humans, here are 4 things that I've learned the past 4 years building $1 million business and the things I wish somebody would have told me. I can't sing, but it's all good. Let's get right into it. Number 1, email marketing is king. I literally wish if I had to start my business all over again, I would have paid more attention to that. Your email marketing is by far the number 1 place where people love to shop. So it's so interesting how we care so much about going viral on our social media account, and yet we've done that before. We've seen a lot of clients that don't actually get qualified leads and customer. Just because something goes viral and just because a lot of people are hitting like and agree or are commenting doesn't mean that that person wants to buy anything from you. So at the end of the day, building a business that has a likability, that trust factor, that is going to help your customer click that purchase button. Not so much on your vanity metrics on what you have. So the number you should really be focused on is your email number, which, by the way, a mentor once told me that I should pay attention to my email number because there is a correlation between the email number and the income of my business.
What?
I didn't want to believe that because at the time I was doing so good on social media and I still am. But now 4 years later, looking back, I really can see how I probably was making it a lot more difficult for myself and I probably worked a little bit harder than I needed to. So please, humans, don't do that. Pay attention to your email marketing. What can you do? You can create some type of freebie, some type of opt-in. Have people experience your work in a bite size or maybe a free challenge or maybe a webinar, whatever it is. Have people join your world and experience your work in exchange for collecting their email, because through time and over time, you'll be able to market to that person in a more efficient way. Let's just test this out. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever been on social media and you found this really high quality thing that you wanted to purchase, or maybe a post that you read and then you forgot their tag and you forgot what their Instagram name was, and now you're like, wait, how can I find that? Well, I mean, if you had this person's email, you'd probably find it a lot faster. Just saying, there's that search bar button. And so this is the reason why we really want to leverage your email. Also, do you know how many times you should be emailing people? I always get this question. Start by emailing people at least once a month, then work your way to once a week, and then eventually email them 2 to 3 times a week. I like to send 2 valuable emails. That's this YouTube link plus my podcast and any other information that I think would be really valuable for my audience, and then another email that's sharing our offering. So that way I'm actually giving more value than sharing my offerings, and that always feels good. Number 2, I wish I would have understood where my ideal client was coming from to begin with. Now, let me explain. I knew that they were coming from social media, but because I didn't do number 1, which was I didn't really market to my email. Yes, I collected very few, and can I just be totally honest? I built a multiple 6-figure business with like 300 or 400 people on my email, and so I didn't build my business with a strong email marketing. I just had random people there, and it was recycling a lot of my captions from Instagram there, but there was actually no strategy. And so because of that, I really didn't understand where these ideal clients were finding me. I know that it was through Instagram. I know it was through social media, but I wish I would have understood that they came from this lead magnet or this webinar or when I did this thing on Pinterest, which now, because we have all of our KPIs, our key performing indicators, I actually know exactly where the ideal clients are coming from, which helps me just get better and better and refine that process. And so I really wish that I would have paid attention to number 2, which was understand how somebody enters into my ecosystem and becomes my ideal client. You know, oftentimes at that time, I was talking to people who were like, I was following you for X amount of time and now I'm here, and I'm like, well, that's interesting. Well, I didn't know you never gave me a like or a comment. Where through email marketing, I can actually see the top people who clicked on my email and how many times they open it and who clicks on the link. These are all things that can be very sophisticated on email marketing, which you really can't do on social media. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, building a community in one place. Again, let me explain. I have a bunch of different paid programs, my mastermind, Unleash and Unveil Your Soul Business, now the Cosmic Genius, and they are all in different communities. Yes, we have one big community called the Unleash and Unveil Tribe, but I wish they were all in one space, and I wish I would have done that sooner. By the way, guys, I'm being really vulnerable with all of this stuff because I don't want you to make the same mistakes. And honestly, 4 years ago, I was on YouTube also looking for all of this information, so I really hope that this inspires you to take action, which, by the way, I should probably introduce myself right now. My name is Melissa Ruiz. I'm a spiritual business mentor. I've been online for 4 years. I built $1 million brand in 26 months in the easiest, soulful, most aligned way possible using a lot of yoga philosophy. I help spiritual, mystical entrepreneurs do the same thing I'm doing right now, which is take all of their beautiful gifts and package it into one beautiful offer. So if that's something that you like, you should check out the links below. I have a bunch of different offerings that are opening up. Okay, the last thing I wish I would have known, which is number 4. Well, I'm going to give you 4 and a bonus, okay? Can I do that? Why not? 4 is going to be automation. I really wish I would have paid more attention to automating everything. When I first started my business, I was just so focused on serving my community, which, by the way, you should always do, and making my process really easy and making it fun and not really stressing too much about the technical stuff. But now looking back, I really wish I would have slowed down to take care of the automation of my business, which I'll break this down. This simply means that when somebody goes to my sales page or the page where I have all the information on my course, that with the click of a button, they get right in, they get their welcome email, they get their contract, they get their automated subscription so that I don't have to do this on the back end. By the way, Kajabi is not paying me to say this, but I use Kajabi. I really love their checkout page. It both can automate the payments with a click of a button. It also puts them into the program and also sends their welcome email and their logins. I really like when things feel really nice and easy. But prior to that, I used to do all of those steps separate. Well, not me, I hired somebody to do it, but still, it was a lot of time that we were wasting sending one email that they got in, another email with the contract. Oh my gosh, it was too many steps. And so 4 years later, I'm so happy we got our shit together and we've automated a lot of our business. And even the process of getting people into our courses have also been automated. I used to do a lot of sales calls. Now they watch a webinar training. I teach them a couple of steps that is included in one of my courses, and if they like it, they buy it right then and there. Okay, I'll also link that below so that you can see what that looks like, the 4 intuitive steps to building your soulful business. You'll see that I walk you through a 90-minute session, and you also get to know a little bit about me, my personality, the way I show up. You get to see some of my client results, and then right at the end, if you want to get into one of the programs, boom, shabam, like you get in. And so that is number 4, and the bonus is humans. The way is group coaching. Group coaching programs and selling one-to-many has absolutely just given me so much space. I think when we start going online, we hear from all of the gurus or we think that there's a specific way to do it. I know that for me, that was really present where I thought I had to do one-on-ones and then work my way up. But I found that I love to talk to a big group. And so all of my programs have one, community, 2, they all have this group element. And I have big splashy launches because of it. I'd rather make $50,000, $100,000, or $200,000 and serve 10 or 15 or 20 people all at the same time than to be working one-to-one. I don't know. I find that exhausting. So my one-on-ones are my premium offers. I only take on about 2 or 3 clients every quarter, and I really like it like that. So humans, that's the new wave, okay? Create a group coaching program. And if you're confused about that, get inside of Unleash and Unveil Your Soul Business if you desire to bring all of your beautiful gifts into one offering. If you've already done that and you want to scale your business, you belong in the Mystic Mastermind. I'll also link that below. We just started. It's our 1-year journey, and it is really for people who desire to be in community, who want to be around other spiritual boss-ass baddies who are not making themselves small. They are showing their collarbone, and they're showing their light, and they're showing their gifts, and they're in service to humanity through their purpose, their dharma, and their work. Humans, if you have found this video useful, if you have found any of my free content useful, can you give this a like? Can you comment below and let me know what are some of your favorite moments? Send this to a friend. Hit that bell. We are on every Monday at 12 EST noon. See you next week. Go with peace. Go with God.